Hey, good morning, class. So I'm going to go over your worksheets with you. So if you have not already gotten those out for today, you might want to go ahead and grab those. We don't have a lot today. It looks like we just have 2 pages, but I do want to go over those with you. And I thank you so much that you guys have been working so hard and getting your work turned in to me. Just want to make sure that you guys are not losing anything that we've learned, and that you are getting better at handwriting and math and phonics and reading, and so keep up the good work. And even this summer, I would encourage you to keep practicing these things so that you don't forget them and so that you can get better at them. But I'm really proud of all the work that you've been doing. Okay, your first page should be a handwriting page. And just remember, on these handwriting pages, I'm sorry you can't see it that well, on these handwriting pages, please take your time. I've seen quite a few papers turned in that have been, some of them a little bit sloppy. Just make sure that you're taking your time. Make sure that you're trying to write those letters correctly. Make sure that you are putting spaces in between each word. That's what these little red dots will help you with. Remember that these are sentences. Your sentences will always start with a capital letter and end with a punctuation mark. It looks like both of these sentences end with a period because it's just a statement. They're just telling you something. So you would trace very carefully the top sentence, and then you will try to write it on your own down here, trying to make it look exactly like their letters look. Then you will trace the top line, and you will write it by yourself on the second line. And the same thing on the back. If you'll notice here on this sentence, we have a different punctuation mark at the end. If you remember, that's called an exclamation mark. Remember we said tell it, yell it, ask it. This would be yell it, or that means to say something very excitedly. Like I'm really excited. It can mean yelling something or saying something like you're really excited. So this is an exclamation point or an exclamation mark. So when I read this sentence, I would read it with some excitement. He can ride the bike now. Like they're very excited because up here it says Ben will try and try because he was trying to learn how to ride his bike. So down here he's very excited because he's learned how to do it. He can ride the bike now. So you see this exclamation point or this exclamation mark. That tells me that when I read this, I'm going to say it with a very excited voice because something exciting has happened. And then remember, you will just trace it down here. Trace it here and then write it down here and try to make each of the letters look exactly like they look above, okay? All right, great job. Now your second paper looks like a phonics paper. At the top here, you're just gonna take all of your words. It says to circle all of the special sounds and then mark the vowels. You should be getting pretty good at special sounds now. We've done them for quite a while. But if you want to double check yourself just to make sure you got them right, or if you want to, like if you're still having a hard time finding all of them, you can still use your B-book to do that. But that's what you're going to do on this top paper. You're going to circle all the special sounds, and you're going to mark the vowels. Down here, you might remember that when we were doing test practice, we had some papers that were kind of like this. They would give you one picture, and you have 2 rows of words. You have to pick one word from the top row and one word from the bottom row that matches the picture. So I'll do this first one with you just to remind you of how you do it. The first word is clown, cow, and count. Clown, cow, count. So which one do you think matches the picture? Cow, so you would bubble in cow. Now you're also going to have another word on the second line that matches the same picture. So let's read these 3 and then figure out which one matches the picture. Milk, mint, mess. Milk, mint, mess. Which one do you notice matches this picture? Which word matches this picture? It would be the word milk. So remember, you'll have one word up here on the top row that matches, it was cow, and then you'll have one word on the bottom row that matches the picture, and it was milk. So you'll do the same thing with this picture, one word from the top row, one word from the bottom row, and the same thing with this picture, one word from the top row, one word from the bottom row. Now on the back, this is really, we've done a lot of this, so you should really know how to do this at this point. You're given 2 words here in this green oval, 2 words in the blue oval, and 2 words in the pink oval. You're going to have 2 sentences and 2 words. You're going to have to read the sentence and read the 2 words and figure out which one fits in each sentence. Okay? Sorry, that glare is very bad. I'm trying to move it. There we go. That's better. Okay. So let me just read this as an example. Your 2 words are bus and trip. Bus and trip. So you're going to have to figure out which word fits in which blank. We went on a blank. We rode on the blank. So you could put we went on a bus, but if you look down here, it makes sense to put it here because it says we rode on the bus. So we went on a trip. You would write trip and then cross it out. And then we rode on the bus. We rode on the trip. Can you ride on a trip? Is that something you can ride on? No, so you know it has to be bus. So we went on a trip and we rode on the bus. Those make sense. So you're going to do the same thing with these 2 words. You're going to read the sentence and figure out which one goes in this blank. Read the sentence and figure out which one goes in this blank. And then you'll do the same here. Read the sentence, figure out which one goes in this blank. Read the sentence and figure out which one goes in this blank. And that's all there is to it, guys. All right, I love you. Bye.